All right, Jesse on Fire, welcome back to the channel. Now we're going to talk about Dustin Poirier's contract details because the contract details have emerged. And here's the thing, I already said this. I said this on Instagram and I realized that I only have like 2,900 followers on Instagram, which we should change that. Go follow me on Instagram. I actually now, the thing is I used to not manage my own Instagram and I do now. So now I actually put my own content up there. I don't know what the hell I was doing before. I had an awesome kid that was doing it, so I just let him do it. But now I was like, okay, this is never gonna grow unless I'm putting original content up there. So now I'm managing it. So go follow me on Instagram because I say things that matter now. And so the point I'm making is sometimes I say things over there, I assume people have seen it here and they haven't, right? So I already did this. I did the contract details of Dustin and Conor's last fight on Instagram. And that basically plays into all of the things that I've been saying in the last couple of videos relating to that. So we're gonna re-go over that. Please go follow me on Instagram real quick. The video that I did yesterday about Gaethje and why he's not fighting Michael Chandler all hinged on everyone knowing the details of Dustin Poirier's contract with Conor McGregor, and I realized I hadn't laid that out there. So here it is. He made $5 million base salary, okay? Base salary. Now, if you recall, I had an insider that every single person guessed who it was, but I had an insider that I didn't name. Everyone guessed him, okay? Who told me that Dustin had to finish Conor. Well, actually, he said knock him out. I think in hindsight, he probably just meant finish him, but he would get a specific contract if he finished Conor or knocked him out, whatever. And that was this contract. And the details are $5 million base plus the back end on 2 million pay-per-view buys. So he made like $10 to $12 million, okay? So that is the basis of everything that I was talking about in my previous video yesterday. Now, here's the thing. So clearly people missed the point of that video, okay? Like really missed the point because I got a lot of comments that clearly did not understand what I was saying. Because all of them, are telling me that, you know what, I'm gonna save it. Because here's the thing, I got real mad reading them. Mad enough that I recorded a video literally around 10 to 12 minutes after I woke up this morning and I was on fire, okay? I was really angry. And I ended up deciding after the first one I have to reshoot that because I was too mean. But I did record the second one and I'm gonna show that to you guys, okay? But I wanna say in advance, I'm not as mad now. Like I've had coffee, I had breakfast, like I'm chilling now, But I was really on fire. That's why I think it's gonna be funny. And look at my face now that I've like showered and gotten myself together, and then compare it to my face that you're about to see, which was I woke up 10 seconds ago and now I'm screaming at the camera. I just think it's funny. I actually haven't even watched it, but I think it's gonna be funny. So now you're gonna watch that. And this is me responding to commenters about my Gaethje video and what Dustin Poirier's likelihood of fighting Charles Oliveira is and how the Oliveira and Dustin fight definitely is not booked, okay? So just so we're clear, that's what we're gonna talk about. Dustin and Charles Oliveira is not booked. Everybody who's in the comments saying, oh, it's booked for December. No, it's not, okay? But I'm not gonna step on my own video. Now enjoy Angry Jesse on Fire. Go follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. All right, Jesse on Fire, welcome back to the channel. Now, I woke up and just came to do this video because it's gonna save me hours of responding to morons in my comments. Like I'm actually on fire right now. I've actually calmed down a little bit. I shot this video once and I was really mean. Like I was like legit mean. And I was like, it's possible that a few people that misunderstood my point are probably like cool and just didn't really understand the point what I was making. So I lumped them in and I said a lot of mean things. So I'm just going to do this video over because what we're going to talk about is this supposed article that says Oliveira and Dustin are going to fight in December, which people have been, throwing down my throat. Charles Oliveira versus Dustin Poirier title fight planned for December. That is MMA Mania. And that was, I don't know, whatever, okay? That was whatever. That everybody's been throwing at me, right? Like everybody's been throwing this at me as if this disproved the video that I did yesterday or the day before, whatever, when I did the, Gaethje, why he's not fighting Michael Chandler, and I said Dustin might wait for Conor and not fight Charles Oliveira. So I've been just looking at comment after comment after comment of people like, oh man, your predictions are always wrong. You're an idiot, Jesse on Fire. You're a moron. And I'm like, oh, am I a moron? Am I a moron? Do I actually have to go cut together the video that I did to show you that you're a fucking moron? For multiple reasons, actually. For multiple reasons. But so this video, in actuality, I'm going to talk about the Dustin and Charles fight. But really what this video should be called is, you're a fucking moron, okay? You're a moron. So anyone, I'm not doing it again. Okay, I'm sorry. If you were nice and you just said, hey dude, Charles and Dustin is booked for December. This is not going to you, okay? To you, I'm just going to clarify the things that I said in the last video. If you said, Jesse, you're an idiot, your predictions are always wrong, Dustin and Oliveira's plan for December, this is for you, and you're a fucking idiot, okay? You are a fucking idiot, okay? Anyway, so let's just jump into this really quick. So, number one is let me go ahead and recap what I said in the last video so that the people who apparently listening, not very easy. Like, it's hard. People always talk to me, and I understand the first thing that they're saying, but I can't really connect the next 2-3 points, which is why I work. God damn, this is really hard for me. I'm actually mad. It's hard for me not to be mean when I'm mad. Okay, so then I will go over Charles Oliveira and Dustin targeted for December and why this has nothing, this actually has nothing to do with anything, okay? So, what did I say in the last video? What did I actually say? Now, cue the people that were in my comments saying things like that. They said, you said Dustin's not going to fight Charles Oliveira. No, I didn't. That's absolutely not what I said. So, normally, Dustin, of course, would go fight for the belt. I would say Dustin's 50-50 on taking the Charles fight. I would say Dustin's 50-50 on taking the Charles fight. But if Gaethje is 50-50 to get the next title shot right now, he's not going to go sign another bout agreement until he knows whether he's got that fight. Plain and simple. If Dustin doesn't take that fight, who's next in line? Chandler just fought him, okay? Chandler just fought him. Who's next? Justin Gaethje is next, okay? That's why he's not taking the Michael Chandler fight, because Dustin might not take the Oliveira fight, and Justin might get the Oliveira fight title shot right now. So Justin smartly is waiting it out. That is not what I said at all. Was the video titled Dustin Poirier's not fighting Charles Oliveira? Is that what the title of the video was? The title of the video was why Justin Gaethje is not fighting Michael Chandler, okay? Now again, that was a pretty hyperbolic, like why he won't versus the reality of what I actually said is why he hasn't agreed to fight Michael Chandler or anyone else, okay? So the point of the video was why Gaethje isn't booked for a fight, okay? There. So translation part one, when I said Justin Gaethje, why he won't fight Michael Chandler, what I actually was saying, if you listen to the video for comprehension, was here's why Justin Gaethje is not booked for a fight, okay? That's what I was saying. That was the whole entire point of the video. Why Justin Gaethje is not booked for a fucking fight. Now, next part, which seems to be the big point of contention that the super smart people seem not to understand, okay, is I didn't say Dustin's not going to fight Charles Oliveira. As a matter of fact, multiple times I said he's 50-50 to fight Charles Oliveira, and I can tell you 1,000% for sure what the conversation is behind the scenes when they're trying to put the Charles Oliveira and Dustin Poirier fight together, and we'll go over that in a second also. What I said was that Dustin Poirier made $10 to $12 million for the Conor McGregor fight. If he beats Charles Oliveira, he can't take the Conor McGregor fight, most likely because they're not going to give Conor a direct title shot immediately because he's lost 3 in a row at 155. Also, point of clarification, although people were not rude about this, they were like, I think you forgot that he fought Cowboy. He fought Cowboy at 170, okay? He fought Cowboy at 170, so he's 3 in a row at 155. So again, not wrong, you're wrong. Sorry, you were all nice. No one was a prick about that. I apologize, but fought him at 155. I'm sorry, I'm mad, dude. Like, I'm actually mad. This is, it's really hard for me not to be mean when I'm mad. Okay, so, and you know, if you want to understand why I'm mad, just go to my last video and then go look at newest comments, okay? And also imagine that I read them 30 seconds after waking up. So it's possible they're pretty innocuous, but I woke up and 30 seconds later, I was reading people tell me I'm an idiot and my predictions are always wrong. And you know, shit, I'm like, and they're saying things that I never said. Anyway, so the point I was making was that you don't know for sure that Dustin's going to fight Oliveira until he signs the contract to fight Oliveira, because he is going to be taking a potential enormous pay cut to fight Charles versus waiting for Conor. That's the point I was making, okay? So let's recap. Did I say Dustin's not going to fight Charles Oliveira? No, I did not. Did I say Charles Oliveira was going to end up fighting Gaethje? No, I did not. Did I say Dustin Poirier for sure was going to avoid everybody until he can fight Conor? No, I did not. I said you don't know for sure what Dustin's going to do until he puts ink on contract because of the financial incentive of waiting for Conor. So if you're Justin Gaethje, you don't agree to fight anyone until Dustin Poirier makes his decision, because if Dustin doesn't fight Charles, then you are fighting for the title. The point is about Gaethje, not about Dustin. The point I made about Dustin is about uncertainty. So if tomorrow Dustin Poirier and Charles Oliveira gets announced, I'm not wrong, you fucking morons, okay? What I was pointing out is that the only way I'll be wrong. Here's the only way I'll be wrong is if Gaethje gets booked before Dustin and Oliveira do. Okay, that's how I'll be wrong. And if that happens, bet your fucking life that Oliveira and Dustin is already agreed to. Okay, so there's actually no way I can fucking be wrong, unless actually I take that back. Unless Gaethje gets booked for a fight and then Dustin ends up not fighting Oliveira. That's the only way I could be wrong. Okay. So your predictions are always fucking wrong. Okay, my prediction will be wrong if Gaethje fights anyone and then Dustin doesn't fight Oliveira. So fucking good luck with that scenario, you fucking morons. Anyway, so now to the people who said he's fighting him in December. This didn't age well. Oh my God, what an idiot. What an idiot. Really? Are you guys sure? Let me just go ahead and pull up my computer. So, Charles Oliveira versus Dustin Poirier title fight planned for December. This is written by Jesse Holland. After I did my video, maybe he saw my video and he was like, probably not, but whatever. So he put this out, Charles Oliveira versus Dustin Poirier title fight planned for December. And everyone goes, oh my God. He was wrong. He was wrong. He said that Dustin was going to fight Conor. No, I didn't. Also, I know this is really hard, but sometimes you need to read past the headline. It's fucking crazy. Like sometimes, as you might know on this channel, the headline doesn't tell the story. Like I might say, here's why Justin Gaethje won't fight Michael Chandler. People are like, hey man, if you only read the headline, you're like, Jesus, I guess fucking Gaethje's never gonna fight Michael Chandler. I mean, if you would have, just actually watched the video, that's not what I was saying at all. He might fight Michael Chandler for sure. He just isn't going to agree to it until blah, 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 right? That's the point of headlines, to get people to click on them, okay? Since time immemorial. Unless you think that the entire history of the journalism business is, should have been built on more honest headlines or whatever. So as an example, this one, they're set for December, or they're, planned for December. Planned for December. All right, well, let's go ahead and let's just read down this article that is literally about fucking 100 words, okay? 100-word article. So it would have taken a really long time to get to this line. Poirier gambled his championship future by passing on Oliveira in favor of his trilogy against Conor McGregor. The bet paid off as the Diamond recently captured a second straight victory over Notorious to keep his spot in the 155-pound line. Quoting from Oliveira, "It's going to be a great fight if this one happens," Oliveira continued. "It's going to be a great show, and I'm ready on the feet and on the ground. I'm well, both mentally, physically, and spiritually. I'm happy. Let's go. We'll be defending what's ours in December." Okay. So he says in December. But what did he say in the first sentence? I can't remember. Something, it's going to be a great fight if this one happens. I know, dude. The one article that said that this fight was planned for December, if you would have gone down to sentence number fucking 3, it says, if it happens. And so going back to what I said in my first video, okay, what do you think the conversations are between Dustin and the UFC? Do you guys honestly, Jesus. I can't help it. I can't help but talk condescending when I'm mad. How do you think that these negotiations go? You really think that the UFC goes, hey, Dustin's obviously next. All the people have decided that Dustin's next. Dustin's going to fight next. Hey, Dustin, you want to fight Charles? And he's like, all right, no need to renegotiate, no need to consider anything. Just send over the bout agreement. That's how it works, and I'll sign it right away because this is what makes sense, right? It's what makes sense. Because John Jones and Francis, that doesn't make any sense, right? Because John Jones and Francis, well, they're going to fight, man. They're going to fight. Oh, are they? Are they going to fucking fight? Now, both of them are holding out, okay? So just because the UFC is targeting blah, 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 it doesn't mean the fucking fight happens, because there's this thing in the middle, which is the thing that I tend to talk about, which is about negotiations. Financial negotiations. Why would someone be thinking this, that, or the other? And that's the part that I realized, like, where I was like, man, why is everyone getting this wrong? This is autopilot for me, and people that are watching, they literally can't even understand the point I'm making. So like, where this is just obvious to me, like, you guys, like, people can't even get past fucking point number one, which is I said, Dustin might not fight Charles because of the financial incentive over here. So what's happening right now is Dustin's people, who are incentivized the same as Dustin because they get a percentage of whatever he makes, are saying, Dustin, well, what do you want to do? I mean, listen, if you want the glory, you want the belt, then let's go get it. It's right there. But if, I mean, look, bottom line, UFC's not going to renegotiate your contract. You're going to make $600,000, $700,000, $800,000 for this fight against Charles. And if you win, then your contract will be, whatever it is, and you'll be making, back end on each one. But you'd have to probably win the title and then win 3 fights with the belt to make as much money as you would if you waited for Conor. So, what do you want to do? What's more important? You want a legacy or do you want the money? And Dustin's sitting there like, well, what will the UFC do? Like, will the UFC, I know the UFC wants Conor to come back or whatever. Like, would they give him a title shot? Or like, could we do it at 170? Is there something we can do where I can both fight for the title and then also fight Conor? Like, what are we doing? Like, can we do that? Okay. So that's what's going on right now. Obviously. Fucking obviously. Okay. And that's why it's if this fight happens when Charles talks about it. So here's the deal, okay? About 16,000 people watched that video, and I'm probably yelling at like 7 of them, because they're the comments that I read first thing in the morning. And so let me one more time clarify my point. Dustin might fight Charles Oliveira. He might. But I can guarantee you that the reason that it's not agreed to now is because of exactly what I just said, okay? And if he hasn't signed to fight Charles Oliveira, then Gaethje is not booking a fucking fight because he's next in line if Dustin doesn't fight Charles, okay? Is that clear enough for you? Jesus. Now, everyone except for the assholes who commented that were most recent in my last video, I apologize. I was definitely not talking to any of you guys. Even the guys who just said, hey, Cowboy, the Cowboy fight was 155. I'm not trying to be a dick. I just was in dick mode. I apologize. But the people who talked shit, fuck you, okay? Fuck you. You're banned from commenting until you learn how to listen, okay? Don't argue with me about points I didn't make because I can't fucking stand it. Or you can do it and I'll just fuck you up and next time I'll read your fucking name on here. How about that? How about I'll read your name and then I'll use my guys and I'll find out what your real name is and I'll go, hey guys. So I'm not gonna say his address, but this is the person whose handle is this, who talked all that shit, saying all that really idiotic shit, and he lives in this town, so. Man, I won't say your town, but I might show him your Instagram. I'm not going to do any of those things. Just just listen for fuck's sake. Jesus. Anyway, I'm going to go drink some coffee and probably regret this video. So, peace.